Sesh episode 245, take 1. What is up, everybody? And welcome back to the Sesh. It is I, Kendall.
And it's me, Janelle.
And we look a lot different because we are not who we say we are. Actually, I am Josh.
And I'm Austin.
And you might know us, and you might not, and that's okay. And if you're somebody who is tuning into today's episode and you're like, why on earth am I hearing these two Neanderthals on the microphone? Well, it's because your usual hosts are doing very good work, actually. They're both at a conference for the Arapahoe Foundation. And so they asked everybody here at this office who wants to come host the Sesh Podcast while we're gone. And of course,
Me.
Austin and I were jumping up and down at the opportunity to come guest host the best podcast in the entire world, the Sesh.
I've actually wanted to be on the Sesh since I started working here. I'm not even lying.
Really?
Yeah.
That's an honor.
Yeah, it's just lights out, and the Sesh always records at like the same time.
Yeah, so there's never an opportunity.
Yeah.
Also,
I was going to say, you have now gone full circle almost.
Yeah.
Wait, what is he missing?
He's also,
Kendall Ray.
well, he hasn't done
Kendall
Kendall.
Ray.
Yeah.
You gotta
Right.
take over.
Fine,
Yeah.
bro.
But you've done Mile Higher. Obviously, lights out now, the Sesh.
Finally.
Look at that. The full gambit is run.
Yep.
But we are not here alone because that would be very sad for us. But Karelly is here.
Yep.
Your
and
usual producer.
one out of the four of us are
Yes.
here. Yeah. And Ian.
Hello.
Yes, and Ian is here to step in for
Did you forget that he was
Sydney.
saying?
Yes, he is here.
Bro, I'm like so hunched. I have back issues today, so I'm hidden in the caves.
Yeah, you are. I can see Alice better than I can see you.
Dude, good. Good. Here she is.
But boy, do we have an episode for you. You get to hear all your usual goofs and gaffs from the two funniest guys you don't know yet, Austin and I, as we'll be going through a normal Sesh episode. So nothing is changing about the format. This is the usual fun, the usual laughs, but just from a different perspective.
From some dudes.
From some dudes, exactly.
And those who don't know, Ian and I are in a domestic partnership together.
Yes, we are.
Common law married.
Yeah. Ian and I live together.
We live together. We buy each other beer, and sometimes we even make dinner for one another.
That's
Aw.
true.
And
That's
that's very
true. Yeah.
sweet, yeah.
And
It's
we
really
both
sweet.
and our dogs are kind of best friends as well. Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
lick each other. We lick each other. It's a good situation.
We groom each other. Yeah, speaking of relationships, we'll be talking about some relationship issues today.
True.
And I'm sure you'll be stoked to hear our thoughts and opinions on some of these relationships. But we also have some wonderful news we want to share with you. It's really groundbreaking stuff going on in the world these days, isn't it? It's just every day I see a new story and I'm just blown away. And then I remember what year we're living in and I'm not blown away anymore. Things are on the up and up because we've got a teaching assistant who was arrested after using poop spray at school. And
This is awesome.
and guess what state this is out of? South Carolina. If you're from South Carolina, if you know, you know. I want to tell you about Alexander Paul Robertson Lewis. First of all, why has he got like 3 first names, this guy? But he's a 32-year-old teaching assistant at West Florence High School over there in Florence, South Carolina. And my man was arrested on September 20th after he allegedly sprayed a product he bought online that mimics the smell of poop, known as poop spray.
Simply.
Oh, he looks like his nickname was Poop Spray in high school.
He really does. And his mugshot photo is really not doing him any good on the matter of guilty or innocent here.
Those are like the reddest cheeks I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's almost like he was like going to the store to buy like, he would be a guy who wears like Axe body spray, right?
Oh, for sure.
So maybe the poop spray was just something that he's a daily user of.
And it's sitting right next to the Axe body spray.
Just
on the
accidentally
shelf.
grabbed
Yeah.
it. But investigators said he had done this multiple times between August 25th and September 19th. And he's using this poop spray on his students.
A month.
Yeah.
He's doing this a whole month.
Which I'm seriously questioning the motive behind this dastardly crime he's committed. Because he's gassing his students with poop spray, causing nausea, dizziness, and headaches from the very delicious gas-like odor coming from this can. He was booked into the Florence Detention Center and later released on bond. Look at that. And he was fined $8,000 for property damage.
I think you missed a page.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
See, I'm over here using paper notes instead of technology because I don't believe in technology anymore.
It's
sorry. So this spray is causing a lot of issues for students, so much so that they're needing medical attention for breathing issues.
That's wild.
So that makes you wonder how much spray.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. Like what's in this and how much is this guy spraying?
This doesn't seem like something from your local magic shop. This must be some military industrial grade poop spray.
Yeah. Also, what magic shops are you going to? Do they sell poop spray at magic shops?
I think it's in like the prank area, like the shocking gum.
Next to the whoopee cushion.
Yeah.
And
it's been a while since I've been to my local magic shop, I guess.
I mean, they don't really exist anymore. You probably order this on Amazon if I had to guess.
Yeah, true.
Do you guys remember when that guy took a shit so crazy that they had to, on a plane, that they had to crash land or whatever?
Yeah.
They had to crash.
We're doing emergency land.
Yeah.
What do you mean, do I remember? I lived it.
Yeah.
That
you
was
just
me.
got out of jail, man.
But to have something like this cause such an issue that emergency services are responding to this is very alarming. One student told the news, personally, as a student, every time I go to my second block class, I walk up the stairwell and immediately teachers are covering their noses and mouths coughing because of the smell.
Like gagging down the hallway.
I feel like I'm going to pass out because I got so lightheaded and so dizzy. So this has got to be a lot. I'm just really wondering, like, this is on a whole other level. Like, one little can is going to cause this because the school district's saying it's cost $55,000 in damages to the school's air conditioning. This guy is a menace. What is he doing? What, you booby-trapped the school's, like, HVAC system?
Also, it took so long for them to figure this out. I wonder if at first they're just like, is it really this bad? Someone has some digestive issues and they're just walking through the hall like this? Because if he was doing it for a month, I imagine they didn't know what it was at first.
No, I don't. Yeah, exactly. It's a mystery smell. They probably had the pest control out there.
Yeah,
they're
right.
thinking, like, there's a
Did
dead...
like a vermin die in the AC unit?
We've got
Plumbers are here.
Yeah.
Because that is serious. 55, like, what is it? Okay, what is this poop spray made out of that it's causing damage to an HVAC system costing $55,000?
Yeah.
I found it on Amazon. It's called Liquid Ass.
Liquid ass.
And it's $12.99.
Today's video is sponsored by
Liquid Ass.
So it's unclear why he did this, which does that surprise any of us?
No.
The incident report says surveillance video shows Alexander using the spray while walking through the halls and then putting it in his pocket. So he's like, I'm going to crop dust these motherfuckers in here with his ass spray. And when questioned, he completely denied knowing what was going on, even while watching the surveillance
That's
video.
not me. I don't know what that is.
Oh, God. I think it's even better. He claims he was spraying lemon-scented hand sanitizer because that makes a lot of sense.
That's a little believable.
Yeah.
Lemon-scented hand sanitizer?
I literally have a lemon-scented hand sanitizer.
That smells like ass?
No. I think that's just what he was saying.
Oh, because they were
He was
watching
denying,
the CCTV.
yeah. He was like, no. He's like, that was hand sanitizer.
That wasn't me. Okay.
But then they questioned the whole school and they're like, did anyone smell a lemon-scented anything? They're like, no.
He's like, I was trying to dissipate the smell.
Yeah.
This is so bad that the sheriff's office is still investigating, and they're this is serious crime
Disturbing the peace.
happening. So it's possible he could face more charges. This is a direct quote from the sheriff's department. It says, the investigation into this matter is ongoing, and additional charges are possible. Lewis is alleged to have sprayed the stinky substance at the school between August 25th and September 19th. And he was booked into the detention center, which imagine explaining to people in there what you did. It's kind of embarrassing.
You get some nicknames pretty fast.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine.
He was released on bond. We love that for him. That's great. He owes $8,000 for property damage and $1,090 for interfering with schools. So yeah, he's going to be in court. I wish they would live stream that because I would tune in to watch that play out on October 15th. I'd tune in for the school disruption charge. Did he lose his job? I would assume you probably lose your job over this, but maybe they have it innocent until proven guilty in the court of law.
Exactly.
Let's remember. Who knows? Well, he'll face some serious charges if they find out why he did this. I don't get it. What is this, a prank?
I don't. Does a prank go on for a month? Is my question. A great one, even. Yeah. It feels like he was getting some thrill out of this. He just wanted to keep doing it. I also wonder, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm reading too far into this. Maybe he was a little bit disgruntled or something. And he's like, I'm going to do the weirdest, most oddly malicious thing to this whole school. I have no idea.
He was a teacher's assistant. I feel like as a teacher's assistant, you'd like try to like kiss ass and try to,
kiss
on your best behavior.
Kiss ass, yeah.
It's like,
smell ass, yeah.
It makes me wonder if he's doing this as like a revenge prank on a student or something. Maybe he's a gassy guy. He's got gastrointestinal issues.
He's just covering his own, like for his own stench.
Yeah, and or people call him out for it all the time. He's just frankly tired of it. He's tired of the accusations, and he's like, "You want to smell something that smells bad? I'm gonna gas everybody. I'm gonna gas the entire school.
This will show him.
I wonder if he was like going through the whole school or just like down his hallway or something, you know?
Yeah. I like the idea of doing it in one spot all the time. So everyone's like, this smells like shit.
And it's right in front of his classroom.
If it was a better prank, he would have been spraying it near somebody else, like following one person around.
One teacher,
and it was like, it's the principal.
The nerdiest kid in school.
Yeah, right.
I just don't understand the 55,000 in HVAC damage.
You know what I thought of? That maybe they're using this, they're scapegoating this guy. And
the school
like,
is?
We've needed to redo the AC system for 10 years, and now we have an excuse to collect some like insurance money on this.
I just don't understand. I don't understand like how it would cause that much damage to the whole school.
No, it'd be like the filters would need to be changed maybe.
Right. Also, the odor would dissipate after.
They're like, no, all the units on the roof.
Everything. Yeah,
they're all toast at this point.
Have you guys seen that one video? It's like the microphone fart spray prank.
Microphone fart spray prank.
It's pretty funny if we get just search microphone fart spray.
All right, so look, man, where you from, man?
Right here.
Right
What's in that mic, man?
You said what?
What's in that mic, man?
Nothing.
That shit smell bad there, man.
Nah, this my nephew mic.
Your nephew mic? Man, shit, god damn, man. Man, look here, man. Oh, man, that...
What happened?
That shit's up there. Killing me.
What you mean?
He keeps going back to
I'm saying you trying to be a part of the interview or what, man?
Yes, I'm trying to be a part of the interview, but
all right, so look, Black History Month or Christmas?
Christmas.
Why Christmas?
Because you get gifts. Damn, that shit.
You don't like Black History Month?
Yeah, I like that too, but oh no, man.
What happened?
I don't know that mic, man. That mic stink, man. God damn, who mic this is?
My nephew mic.
Man, you need to get that mic back.
That's a good prank.
It's a great prank. Yeah. Great prank.
Harmless, fun.
Maybe that's what our man's trying to do. He's trying to have his viral moment, and it just hasn't worked out that way.
I like to think he's like, spraying it and then like going to his classroom, like giggling. Tee-hee, tee-hee. Got him.
Alexander Lewis, you silly dog. But in other news, more serious news, Taylor Swift Stalker's missing.
Oh boy.
No!
Oh no, you scared me.
I'm sorry.
That just woke me up.
That's what I needed right now.
Which, thank you, Ian, for that. Appreciate that.
Sorry.
Yeah, she's been stalked for a long time. I mean, it's Taylor Swift. She's like probably one of the most famous women in the entire world. And I know she's had a lot of stalkers over the years, but this particular stalker is a real spooky one. 45-year-old Brian Jason Wagner. He's actually from Henderson, Colorado.
Not far.
Down the street from Ian and Austin, actually.
Oh, boy.
Neighbors.
We have him over sometimes.
Man, stalkers creep me out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even... such a disturbing concept. And like, always having to watch. It's like you see those videos of where Taylor Swift is being brought in by like popcorn machines and stuff, where they think she is, or like in luggage and whatnot. And then you hear about guys like this. You're like, I get it. I get why you would be so scared of the public when you got creeps like this out there.
Who's been stalking her for a couple of years now. And it all started in 2023 when Brian started sending Taylor letters and emails from prison. So that makes it, that escalates things a little bit when you're getting stalker emails and letters from prison. But, you know, of course, he's professing his love.
How's he stalking from prison?
They have email.
But how does...
What do you think? They are in a cave? They have...
No, but like, how does he know where she's at from prison? Like, how is he?
I guess it doesn't make sense. Maybe he's just harassing her in prison.
Okay. Yeah.
You can harass in prison.
That's true.
They got Google. He probably figured out how to contact. And that's the thing is, we don't know for sure if it's like her actual personal email, or is this like her team's email? Like, I'm sure her personal email is pretty hard to find, but maybe he found that. But yeah, he's just sending spam basically to her. And her team is obviously, she has like a whole security detail. She's like the president almost. Like she's got a whole Secret Service detail almost. But after he was released from prison, things supposedly got worse. Brian allegedly started having his mail forwarded to Taylor's house, which is not weird at all. And he's also accused of changing the address of his driver's license to hers.
Ew.
This guy, he's got some type of fantasy with her. It's very weird. But one of Taylor's security guards, Alex Welch, said Brian's new California driver's license was delivered to her house. So he's actually got her real home address, it sounds like, which is a whole other level of creepy. But Brian claimed he was living at her house and that they were in a relationship and she had his child. Back in June, Taylor filed for a temporary restraining order after he allegedly showed up to her house in LA multiple times between July 2024 and May 2025. That's some real scary shit.
Yeah.
When people start showing up to your house unwelcome, and especially somebody who is clearly a, ex-convict and does not have good intentions at all. That's a scary situation.
And for a whole year showing up multiple times, it feels like there needs to be better laws so we can prosecute people like this.
Yeah, I agree. Across the board. I feel like we're going to see a lot of sweeping changes with cybercrime and just crimes originating from the internet, and also just stalking, especially with just how available information is.
Yeah.
It's not hard to find people's addresses and personal information, and it's a major vulnerability. But her security confronted him multiple times, including once when he was allegedly carrying a glass bottle that could have been used as a weapon. That's also scary. But this guy is just a complete freak. We found his Instagram. His handle's Jason Wagner Swift 13. He's got some very stalkerish posts on there. Yeah, this guy's taking it way too far. But you'd think for being somebody who's already been to prison that this would be a very easy prosecution to get him back there.
I think the issue is that they can't find him right now. Yeah, to even serve him with the restraining order.
Yeah, this is frightening. Taylor Swift Midnights. Here, baby, I'm ready. Ugh. But Taylor, of course, has taken legal action, as she should, and Brian's just gone missing. He hasn't even showed up to court. Taylor has since hired a private investigator, Brooke Berg, to track him down, which hopefully they can track him down. In August, Brooke finally got in touch with him after an anonymous woman came forward with a new phone number for him. She said that when she asked Brian about the restraining order, he told her he wasn't involved in any legal trouble, of course, probably because he hasn't been home in a while. When she asked him for his address, he said he didn't have one. And at one point during their conversation, Brian allegedly said he was, quote, going to have to do something about her, in reference to Taylor. So now we've got a vague threat here. And by mid-September, he stopped picking up altogether, and that's when reports started saying he's gone missing and he's unreachable. Then on September 22nd, the court issued a 5-year restraining order that requires Brian to stay at least 100 yards away from Taylor, her homes, her vehicle, her workplace, and her family. I feel like we need to increase that to like 100 miles.
Right.
100 yards.
That's a football field.
Yeah, he can still see you 100 yards away.
Right.
Like, he shouldn't be able to see you. Brian is also prohibited from contacting Taylor or her staff, and he's required to surrender any firearms, ammunition, or body armor. In Taylor's petition, she said, quote, she lived with a fear of imminent harm because of Brian's visit and concerning and threatening messages to her and her staff. And just a week earlier, on September 14th, at a Chiefs game, Taylor showed up walking in behind what looked like a bulletproof shield or screen. Yeah, I saw this. We'll show you that here in a sec. It hasn't been confirmed that this is connected. This is like heightened security due to this Stalker issue. But considering the timeline, there's been a lot of speculation that this is because we have no idea where Brian is and no idea what Brian's going to do. And could he just show up out of nowhere or disguised or something like that and do something? I mean, especially in recent news with, of course, Charlie Kirk and, you know, that whole situation. I think everybody with a public presence, especially celebrities like this, are in a heightened state.
Yeah, and you can kind of assume, knowing Taylor Swift, arguably the biggest pop star on the planet, if there's one guy out here like this, there's probably more than one guy that's like this, you know? So I get the extra protection here.
Well, do you just remember Christina Grimmie? She was like a singer. She started on YouTube. She was shot on stage by a fan and killed.
I remember that.
This was like 2014.
It's like 5 years ago or something? Or was it more than that?
Oh, maybe. Let me look it
I feel
up.
like it was, we were podcasting when it happened, but maybe not. I could be wrong.
2016. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hers was a stalker too.
Stalking's a really scary thing and should be taken seriously. And should have harsher punishments, it seems like, than we do. And, you know, a restraining order is something, but I don't know. Let's take a look at that video though real quick, just so in case you haven't seen it. Why is it coming out of there? Doesn't it play through our headphones?
It's not playing through your headphones?
No.
Oh, it is for me.
It is for me, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, that's where it's not playing through mine.
Oh, what?
Can you hear anything right now?
Yeah, it's coming out of the TV.
What?
Nice push.
It's not playing on the TV.
I think it just sounds like it because it's...
Oh my God. Well, I did just turn 33, so I'm sorry.
That's it.
Definitely is coming out of my headphones.
Can you turn that TV?
Like, where's it coming from?
All right, here we go.
All right.
This sucks too, because it's like, sure makes you feel less than human.
Yeah, that doesn't seem fun at all. That's not okay. It's a privacy wall.
Which makes sense.
I get it.
But
it could be, I don't think that's a bulletproof like shield by any means, but I think it's more so her stalker couldn't like place her there, you know what I mean? Hasn't physically seen her perhaps, I don't know.
Because I don't think it's like confirmed that it's actually Taylor Swift.
No, it's not, yeah.
It's just a Saddam Hussein lookalike.
Could be anybody.
Body double.
Well, I hope they find Mr. Brian. Hopefully that PI locates him and they can keep tabs on him. And it sounds like he needs to be prosecuted probably for this at some point before something really bad happens.
So the fact that Brian can't be located highlights the security challenges that high-profile people face and the importance of legal protection and personal safety. It also reminds us the personal boundaries between public figures and their fans, which, I mean, this day and age feels like it's just so ubiquitous. Which is why Ian and I are Pynchon fans. Notoriously, Thomas Pynchon, he's an author. He's you don't know anything about him. You have no idea where he lives. It's like there's only like an old high school photo and maybe another photograph of this guy.
Is that his actual name or does he use a pseudonym?
Do we even know?
We don't know. We don't know. But if you search Thomas Pynchon photo, you'll see the one photo. It's from the 50s. Like he's just off the grid.
Which is almost impossible to do nowadays, right? Because it's just, if you want to get published, you got to be on social media. You got to like have all this presence and stuff. And then you have to kind of interact with fans to some degree, go to book signings, you know, do the tours and stuff. But it's really rare to get a guy who's just like, we don't know anything about this guy. It's kind of cool.
Isn't it kind of weird how we're all kind of like wishing that's how we could be?
Always, yeah.
You know,
like,
complete can we just
privacy.
All disappear and not be found?
Right.
But it seems like that's not the way the world's going, that everything is public, everything is filmed and recorded, and
everything.
Yeah.
There's essentially no privacy anymore. I mean, you're being tracked, monitored, all your activity on all your devices,
Everything.
always monitored. Data's being sold.
Yeah.
All these brokers know more about you than you know about yourself sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's crazy to me when I see these like private data brokers and just like the info that they have. They have like my whole, well, they did. I've had it removed, but they had like my whole family ancestry and like tree and everything else. And same, you know, and you wonder what's happening when ancestry.com,
Right.
the information they have, where's that going? Who has access to it? 23andMe, as we know, sold a lot of data and things like that. It's just like the age of privacy is over unless you want to just disappear and go off grid, which I keep trying to tell Kendall. That's the retirement plan is we're just going to disappear. And
Timbuktu.
Yeah.
Just never look back.
Just leave it all behind.
Yeah.
And
but, you know, for Taylor Swift, she is a billionaire. She has all the resources in the world.
True.
So, you know,
she's got a leg up.
Yeah, exactly. But unfortunately, you know, for a lot of people, they don't have access to resources like that when you're being stalked. And statistics on stalking show it affects about 1 in 3 women and 1 in 6 men in the United States during their lifetime. That is a lot of people. An estimated 13.5 million people are stalked each year in the U.S., and cyber stalking is increasing at a faster rate than traditional stalking, which I can imagine. But celebrity cases like this, the best thing about it, the silver lining, I guess, is that they help raise awareness about stalking and the legal remedies available to those victims, you know?
Yeah, we've got to get better resources for that and better ways to, because it's like, it's a more complicated thing to investigate. It's a harder thing probably to prosecute and detect, really. So it's like we've got to find ways to enable law enforcement to be able to, you know, deal with that situation. That's the difficult thing is like, a lot of us don't want to give law enforcement more tools and quote unquote power, but at the same time, the criminals are continuing to exploit the power that's available to them. And so it's like, we need something to counteract that. If they have all this access to online and you can pinpoint people's locations and private addresses and everything else, we need to have something on the other side to combat that, I feel like. But what that is, I'm not exactly sure, but seems like that's something we're going to have to deal with more and more as time goes on. But yeah, that's it.
Thanks for coming.
It is what it is, man.
Stop what you're doing and listen closely, because Balessa and I are giving free spicy toys to every single one of you. It's not just any spicy toy. We're talking about the one that's been taking over your TikTok FYP. You already know which one I'm talking about. It's the rose. And it went viral for a reason. 10 mind-blowing suction modes, rechargeable, splash-proof, silent, but so deadly. This little flower-shaped thing is iconic. So if you somehow haven't heard of Balessa, let me put you on. This is a By Women for Everyone company that is flipping the script on sexual wellness. Their mission is to empower you to embrace, explore, and celebrate your pleasure. I'm sure you've also seen their famous Air Vibe, you know, the little red dual stimulation toy that's all over your Instagram feed in her cute little discreet charging case. Let me just say, chef's kiss. Or their new Whisper collection. Balessa somehow figured out how to make the most satisfying, mind-blowing vibrators with zero sound, silent, without compromising power. I'm truly speechless. So of course, you know that we all had to hook you guys up. So my friends at Balessa and I are sending out a free rose suction toy with every single order. You heard that right. This thing retails for $99, but you can get it free. All you got to do is click the link in the episode description or head to bbvibes.com/sesh. That's bbvibes.com/SESH. Seriously, guys, you get a free toy with every single order. Regardless of what you purchased, you get a free toy. That is such a good deal. Whether you're looking to spice things up with a partner or maybe just spice things up with yourself, Balessa's got it all.
On to more fun things, I guess. AITA.
AITA?
I love...
What's AITA?
Am I the asshole?
Oh, yes.
This is actually what a long time ago when I was like, I want to be on the sesh specifically for some.
We did this
AITA.
for you, Austin.
Did you?
This is for you.
Hell yeah.
So remind me the premise behind it. Like, what's the origin story of this?
So, you know, people go on Reddit and tell their stories. They wonder whether or not
they were in the right or the wrong. Were they the assholes in a situation? Were the other people assholes? And Redditors comment and tell them what they did wrong.
So it's kind of like a conversation you would want to have with like a therapist or a counselor. But people go to Reddit and have it there instead.
Yeah, just to get a third party.
Sure.
And I mean, a lot of them honestly are just like, somebody tell me I'm in the right.
Exactly.
Like kind of how a lot of them come across. But
I'm feeling like an utter piece of shit right now. Somebody pump me up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you only hear
their side.
Yeah, their side of the story.
Right.
So.
Yeah. But I listen to the podcast sometimes, the Am I the Asshole podcast, and they say you got to play it as it lies.
Exactly.
Meaning you just have to kind of
take their word for it.
Yeah.
Just, take everything at face value.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we get started?
Yeah. Hit me.
Am I the asshole for calling my girlfriend a dumbass and taking away her key after she almost burnt my house down? So my girlfriend wanted a pizza. I have really good frozen pizzas from a local Italian market. They're made fresh, and if you do them up on a pizza stone, they come out perfect. I have made these for us several times, and it's a simple process. You take the pizza stone, put it in the oven, letting the oven preheat, and then you put the pizza on the paddle, slide it into the hot stone. Once it's ready, you slide the paddle under the pizza and pull it out. Then you put it onto the carving board and cut it. Easy, right?
How the fuck am I supposed to understand that?
That is way too complicated.
Too many steps.
Too many steps.
Well, my pizza stone was dirty. It was scorched, not dirty. So her brilliant idea was to make the pizza on a plastic cutting board, because that way she could take the cutting board out with oven mitts and cut the pizza without having to use all of the tools. I got home to see black smoke coming out from my house and my girlfriend on the phone with 911. My dog was on his leash and he was going crazy. I went to the front door to see if it was hot in the house or if I could see the flames. There were no flames or heat. I got to the stove and turned it off, opened the sliding door to let out the smoke, and got my leash on my way out. Firefighters were there within 5 minutes and the smoke was already dissipating. They went in to make sure and it was all clear. Thank God they were there for less than an hour. The city covers it. If it had been over an hour, I would have been charged for the response.
Where is this?
That's what I want to know.
I've never heard of that before. You get charged for the fire?
This could be international too. We don't know.
Okay.
Could be North Korea.
I don't think they have access to Reddit.
Just the end of the post is please help.
Get me out of here. I told my girlfriend I was glad she was okay, but that she was a dumbass and wasn't allowed in my house alone for a while. I took away her key. We do not live together, but she has roommates and likes having a big house to herself on her days off. She says it was a mistake that anyone could have made and that I'm an asshole for calling her names. Yes, she said those words. She says it's my fault for not just getting microwave pizza and having to eat fancy. Am I the asshole?
So before we get into this, I have a confession to make, all right?
Oh.
Ian, do you think I'm a smart man?
Yes, sir. With my whole heart, I think that.
All right, when I think I was 17 years old, and we had a bunch of family over at my parents' cottage, and I put Easy Mac into the microwave without adding water. The whole thing started burning. It was like melting
The
plastic smell, and it was just, all the noodles were just frying, and they never let that go. They brought that up like constantly. Like,
bro, I would have lied.
I did. Well, they were all there in the kitchen. They're like, "What's that smell?" And so they knew what it was going on. I was like, "Oh my God, I forgot to add the water." It's called Easy Mac, and I couldn't get the easiest step in the process. Is just
Were you
add
high?
water. No, I have no excuse. So
Was it the first time making Easy Mac?
not even close.
Oh, man.
So all I had to do was add water. It's easier than this process, and I still screwed up. I mean, I didn't almost burn the place down. The fire department wasn't called or anything, so that makes it a little bit different. But I feel like we can all be. I knew I was being a dumbass in that scenario. But if someone were to have, I mean, they definitely razzed me. But if like a family member would have been like, "You're a dumbass," and then kind of scolded me, it would be almost salt in the wound, because I'm like, I already kind of know I screwed up and that was the dumbest thing I've ever done. And then to call me a name on top of it is just like, oh man, this isn't really necessary.
That was a dumbass thing to do, though.
It was. But I think as your partner, we need to be a bit kinder and not call each other names like that.
It's probably not the worst thing that's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
So if this is how you react
calling
during
names
this
and
moment,
stuff,
then
yeah.
wait till some real shit pops off.
Right. Yeah.
You know, you don't want to become unhinged and, you know, do something you regret or say something you regret.
And it makes me think that they're maybe young.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have the ages
Yeah,
of these people.
It does seem like that.
But typically in a lot of posts like this, they'll add like 23 female or whatever.
Usually they do. This one didn't.
Yeah, which sometimes adds some context because it's like, oh, okay, if you're 20,
Right.
this happens or something. And
They are buying fancy pizza.
from
And he's got a big
From
house.
the local Italian, yeah.
That's very true.
Italian restaurant.
I like how that's the first thing he specifies.
Very nice pizza.
Yeah.
It's very good.
From the local Italian market.
This isn't some tombstone.
yeah.
This is high quality stuff.
So that makes me think he's a little bit older.
Mm.
You know, he has the money, he has the house.
Who's got the house?
Yeah.
I also think, just in general, dumbass is a weird thing to call a lady. Okay, never mind. Maybe not.
Well, I was like, what are you going to call her?
Just my loving wife. My beloved. How
Honey,
about
my
you?
beloved.
Honey, I'm so sorry you burnt the house down.
My beloved, clearly you're not the academic type.
But you,
You must have skipped home ec in high school.
yeah, right.
And we don't know, like, was it like a yelling mean type of way, or was it like
It doesn't say.
a nice,
I'm
like,
guessing it was just a
hee hee hee,
passing.
you're a dumbass, hee hee hee.
Well, he did take the key away.
So he's
So
angry.
There
might have
was
been
an
pretty
argument, yeah.
intense,
So it sounds like he said, like, you're a dumbass.
Right.
Give me your key.
You
Yeah.
dumbass bitch.
You ain't coming back to my house.
Just,
Yeah,
like,
a
don't
bit-
let her
A bit
cook.
dramatic.
Yeah.
Dramatic. It's like, there's worse things that could have happened. She could have, put all your silverware into the microwave. And she could have, lit a match next to your hot water heater. I mean, she could have done like.
Are
You know,
these,
wait, you
are
can't
these
do
real
that?
stories?
There's. I can tell you this from being married for almost 10 years and having a toddler. One of the things that I've learned over the years is like patience
Yeah.
is a virtue. Like there's nothing more true than that. And just like you need to have humility and compassion for those moments. Because guess what? This motherfucker is going to be in the exact same spot she was one of these days.
Yep,
He's not a
yep.
perfect.
Yeah.
He's going to easy mac the microwave.
He's gonna he's gonna shit the bed during intimate time, or
Oh.
it's gonna be he's gonna have his own situation, and she's gonna fucking remember when he called her a dumbass.
Yeah, very true.
And guess what? He's not gonna like what he gets.
Yeah.
It breeds resentment.
Right.
It does. It does.
It's like it just goes back to the golden rule, right? It's like treat others the way we want to be treated, because that's the truth. We all want to be treated the way.
Especially your partners.
Yes,
too,
exactly.
right?
Especially
Yeah.
your, somebody that you care about and love, and it's just like it's just dramatic. It's just like it's a teaching moment. Sure,
Yeah.
you can like compassionately be like, and just laugh it off. It sounds like everything ended up being fine.
That's what I
Yeah.
was going to say. It was just smoke.
Yeah.
He said there's no flames or heat. And then he's like, the fire department was there, but luckily they were there within an hour. So he wasn't even charged. I'm assuming maybe the smoke damaged some of his house or something.
He did
but
say that there was smoke damage and the oven is toast.
it's cooked. Yeah. Well, that's fair. I mean, you could be mad about that, but really at the end of the day, no one got hurt.
It's replaceable.
Yeah, it's replaceable.
It wasn't malicious, right?
It was
She was
just
just trying to
stupid.
cook a pizza, and she put some plastic in there.
Yeah, right. And it's AITA for calling my girlfriend a dumbass and taking away the key after she almost burned down my
Yeah.
house. It's not AITA for like being upset about this happening. It's specifically for calling her a name, taking away her key. So,
I am going with asshole.
yeah, same.
It's an asshole move in this moment. She's already feeling like shit. She knows she ruined your oven and caused all this damage. So
Asshole, we need our gavel. I think
Oh.
it's behind you.
We can use a labubu.
Yeah, I just noticed all these back here.
all right. The verdict is asshole. There we go.
Oh, that had a nice thud.
You like that? Yeah, this is no joke. Karelly hand decorated.
Oh, bedazzled.
It's beautiful. Yeah, I don't like this guy. This guy's It's weak. It's just weak.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing you've ever called somebody? Not a partner, but just what's the worst thing you've ever said to someone? My brother used to tell me, I hate you for who you are. But this was like when we were kindergartners. But
That stings,
hurt.
yeah.
It hurt.
That's deep, though, man.
Yeah.
That cuts deep.
That's cool. We're cool.
There's brotherly love.
It's brotherly love.
True. Yeah, I was going to say probably the worst things I've ever said would have been to my brother. But obviously, I don't actually think those things. You just say things when you're upset.
Right.
So was it... It's interesting because he also doesn't mention, like, I feel really bad about it or anything. He doesn't, like, say he feels any sort of remorse for doing it. He's clearly trying to stand by his...
He's trying to justify it here. Yeah.
Yep. Well, no justice, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, I have the most random thing, but I have to tell you guys. So I used to call Charlie Jones Road. I don't know why, but that was one of his main nicknames, especially in the last couple of years. I always called him Jones Road, which is so funny because now Jones Road is sponsoring this podcast. So it couldn't be more perfect. If there is one thing about me, I absolutely hate the feeling of really cakey makeup. I do not like when it feels like a mask on your face and it feels really heavy, like it's clogging your pores. I cannot stand that feeling. And so I'm always trying to reach for things that, work well, give good coverage when I want it, look pretty, but don't feel like it's just caked on my face. And that is exactly the type of products that Jones Road makes. Jones Road Beauty is a minimalist makeup brand founded by makeup artist Bobby Brown that creates versatile and easy-to-use products that simplify your routine. It's clean makeup that actually performs. And what I love about their products is that they enhance what makes you you rather than covering up. You can create that effortless, natural, no makeup look, which I am very much into these days. Their best seller is a Miracle Balm, the ultimate makeup skincare hybrid that gives you a natural glow. Their Miracle Balm is a true multitasker. It can be used as a tint, blush, bronzer, highlight, or even on the lips, and it will replace almost all of your products in your makeup bag. And it gives you that your skin but better glow in under 60 seconds. I am all about products that give you a very glowy look nowadays, and so I really like their Miracle Balm. I actually have the palette in the shade Pink Champagne, which includes 3 different shades of their Miracle Balm, and I really, really like this stuff. It's super easy to use. It blends well, it stays well, it wears very beautifully. And I like that it gives you a really glowy look. And like I said before, I like that you can wear it as a blush, as a highlighter, and even as a lip balm. And Jones Road also has a full lineup of effortless skin-first staples like their Just Enough Tinted Moisturizer, which is a lightweight formula that smooths an even skin tone with a soft touch of coverage. It hides redness, looks natural, and feels like nothing on your skin, which is exactly what I'm looking for. And it's packed with skin-friendly ingredients to keep skin moisturized without clogging pores. And I don't know why, but my skin has become really dry lately in certain parts, and I hate when foundation and skin products in general, makeup, just cling to the dry patches. This doesn't do that, and it keeps my skin feeling moisturized, which I really cannot get enough of these days. Modern day makeup that's clean, strategic, and multifunctional for effortless routines. For a limited time, our listeners are getting a free cool gloss on their first purchase when they use code SESH at checkout. Just head to jonesroadbeauty.com and use code SESH at checkout. And after you purchase, they will ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them our show sent you.
AITAH for giving my pregnant girlfriend an ultimatum. Pooh boy.
I already don't like where this one's going.
Help. My girlfriend Jen and I have been together for 4 years. Back in April, 2 great things happened. We found out Jen is pregnant, and I closed on a house for us to move into. Our family and friends know about the pregnancy, including Jen's childhood best friend, Amanda. I admit that I never liked the dynamic between Amanda and Jen, but it did not really affect our relationship since Amanda lived across the country. After finding out about the pregnancy, Amanda decided to move back home. We lived in their hometown. Amanda has been back since late May, and all hell has broken loose. All right. Dramatic, but all right, I'm listening. Jen has always felt a little self-conscious in our relationship. I work in construction and do personal training. She feels intimidated by small girls, but I have no idea how. She is sexy AF woman with amazing curves.
Thank you for that visual.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. Amanda has done nothing but play into Jen's insecurities and anxieties since being back. Jen and I have never been the quote-unquote tracking location couple or the couple looking through phones. We always considered that a red flag in a relationship. Amanda has convinced Jen that she needs to start doing that. So She has been looking through my phone on a regular basis and finding nothing. I've communicated my hurt and frustration and that I think she needs to distance herself from Amanda. She kept rebuffing my concerns. About 2 weeks ago, Jen asked to look through my phone again. I told her in no uncertain terms that this will be the last time she looks through my phone. If she again sees nothing suspicious, she must agree to go to counseling and distance herself from Amanda. She agreed, looked through my phone, and found nothing suspicious, but she soon went back on her promise to do counseling and distance herself from Amanda. I decided to move out. We are currently on a month-to-month lease in an apartment until renovations are done on the house I bought. I am staying with a friend until the house is ready, and then I will move in alone. Jen has asked me to reconsider. I refuse. She will likely need to move in with her mother, which is not ideal given the limited space, and I feel terrible about this for my child, AITA. And then he gives 3 updates. 1, I am fully aware that Jen has raging hormones. Trust me, I was dealing with a lot more than just her insistence on constantly searching my phone. 2, I have been doing individual counseling for 6 years. I want to do couples counseling and Jen to do individual counseling. 3, I left because Jen lied to me. All right, AITA. Whew.
It's a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
How did he describe himself at the beginning there?
He said, I am perfect and nothing is wrong with me.
That's what I heard too.
Did he describe himself?
He said that he was describing his physical appearance in
He's
a weird
a construction worker and a personal trainer.
So
Right.
yeah, he's i.e.
i.e. I'm a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
Probably gets female attention at the gym on the construction site. He's that construction worker with no shirt on, just the vest.
Hell yeah.
Bro, I'm imagining
At
it
the
now.
site and the gym.
And always just with that like gleam of sweat on him.
my
Yeah.
God. Yeah, I really also, it's like so crazy to be like, don't worry, but my wife's hot too. Like, don't trip. She's hot.
Because he's like, they'll judge me.
Right.
They'll judge me if they think I just don't like her because she's gotten ugly because she's pregnant.
Mm.
Because that's clearly like what people's first thought would be like, okay, she's pregnant, so maybe her body's changing. She's gained some weight. You know, maybe he's less attracted to her. It's just the way he prefaced all this has me very sus of him, to be honest with you. And I think there's more to this story.
He does come off a wee bit vain. And then he also, the one thing that stuck out to me too, he says, you know, I'm fully aware that Jen has raging hormones. And then he goes on to say, trust me, I was dealing with a lot more than just her insistence on constantly searching my phone. So I know we can't, it's like speculation is not great for these, but
Okay.
he is admitting that there was more going on, which I'm kind of curious about. If there are things being compressed here.
So let me ask you and Ian, how do you guys feel about your significant other searching your phone? Have you had that experience before?
Oh, yeah.
Do you like it? Do you mind it? Or is it?
It sucks, bro. It sucks. I mean, because, like, you know, especially if you're not doing anything, they go through your phone and they're like, what's this? I'm like, my Instagram? I don't know.
What's on your Instagram?
Nothing. That's the thing is you start to overwhelm yourself. And also
I've seen his algorithm.
Bro, my Twitter is bad. I'll say that much. My Twitter just shows me baddies all the time. My Instagram, I keep it clean. Well, no. Regardless, I'm single now. But
when you're in a relationship,
Yeah,
you try to keep it clean?
I always try to keep it clean. I hit not interested. Because it's but no, it's terrible. And also I've been in a tracking location relationship as well. And that's also bad. So I understand where he's coming from and saying like we shouldn't do this. However, I think taking it to that next step of basically imploding the relationship because of it, I think is too far because it's coming from a place of insecurity with her.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's
You
what I was
know.
going to say. Yeah.
And so that needs to be addressed. But to, again, kind of blow up that insecurity into this is the major issue with our relationship, I think is a tad too far.
Yeah. And I agree. I mean, you know, to get into like attachment styles, it sounds like she has anxious attachment with this guy and she's feeling very insecure. And whether, you know, the pregnancy is exacerbating this, like Josh was saying, I also believe. But then it's also like, instead of this guy trying to be like, okay, you're feeling really insecure right now. Are there any like maybe healthier ways we can talk about this? And I mean, he did suggest counseling and stuff, and if someone's resistant to counseling, I don't know what you do with, but to just be like, this is the last time this is happening and that's it. And then now he's going full blown DEFCON 5. I'm moving out. And it's like kind of, this is the end. And you have a child on the way. I'm not saying you have to work things out with someone because there's a child on the way, but it seemed like he did kind of go to drastic measures here.
Well, and they said that they were never the type of couple to do those things, to track location or go through phones. So it seems like this is a newer thing for Jen. And so, the fact that he kind of is dipping out the first time it's happening is kind of telling.
Yeah.
Right. This is not the time to be dipping out, bro.
Right.
This is because I think, like, from personal experience, pregnancy is very difficult, obviously for the mother, because your brain chemistry is changing, especially in that first trimester. The, progesterone that's being, made within the body is just, your hormones are going absolutely crazy. And the anxiety is going up too, especially if it's your first pregnancy, that your anxiety is already be heightened because you don't know what you're doing, what to expect, why your body's feeling the way it is. So what I think is happening is he was very comfortable with how things were before she was pregnant. Because her anxiety was clearly lower than it is now. And I think he's freaking out because anxiety's high. And also this friend, which to me doesn't seem like a threat whatsoever, because they're talking, sounds like via text, or, she's completely physically removed from the situation. She's kind of counseling her friend, trying to help her friend through this and everything. And maybe her friend's also seeing some things that Jen is not seeing. You know what I mean? Maybe this guy is doing some sneaky stuff online, or, maybe seeing some other stuff that he's not mentioning that is making her friend nervous. Or it could also be her friend's like, wow, Jen, you're pregnant with so-and-so? Is this the right guy for you? You could be like, from that friend perspective, trying to counsel her friend and be like, are you sure that, maybe, because we don't know his past. We don't know, for all we know, he could have cheated on her in the past. We have no idea what this guy's past is. So I think there's a lot more to the story, as there usually is with these. And I think that he's freaking out because either he has something to hide, and that's the only thing I can think of to go like, DEFCON 5 and just like completely remove yourself from the situation. Or he is just a weak ass dude who can't handle pregnancy at all, which is just pathetic and sad. And honestly, Jen's better off without him. If this is how he already is going to act, then get out of this relationship, because as soon as this baby comes, it's about to get 1,000 times harder. And this ain't going to work. If he's already like, oh, I'm going to move out, I'm going to move into my house alone, you can get out of here, blah, blah, blah. Like he's not ready for
equipped
this at all.
Yeah. I had this similar thought. I don't know. There's a saying. So instead of Ian was talking about how an ex, you were allowing her to go through your phone. It doesn't feel great. I also don't abide by that. I mean, the location tracking, going through your
shouldn't need to
your partner's phone. Yeah, because that's showing that you just don't trust that person.
Right.
But I've also heard, on the flip side, it's like if you need to hide it, then it's cheating. So a part of me is like, yeah, you should have nothing to hide. You should feel comfortable handing over your phone to your partner and then being like, you can look through anything that you want to. There's nothing to hide there. But the act of doing it is where, like, I think the trust is kind of broken.
Well, it's enough so that he needed to bring this to Reddit to get some sympathy for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that big of a deal to him. It makes me think that he's got in trouble with her in the past for something, and now he's like trying to be like, oh, there's nothing
it's
on
not that
there.
Big of a deal. Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal. Why is she freaking out? It's like, if you guys have been together for 4 years too, that is weird that all of a sudden this is like a big deal for you out of nowhere. Because that makes me believe there's something else that you've done that is now making her nervous, and she's entering the space, this next chapter of her life. She's about to have a baby. You're talking about moving into a house together and basically starting a family. She wants to make sure she's doing it with the right guy. I mean, she's got to figure out what her life looks like and how this whole co-parenting thing is going to work out. And if you're the right man for the job. I mean, it's like, she's of course going to be all over the place and it's going to be tumultuous. That's just part of it, dude. Like, just fucking grow up, get with it, or get the fuck out because you're not ready for this. I mean, that's just how it is. It's hard. It sucks at times, but it sucks way worse for her the entire time.
Yeah.
And like, it's your job to just suck it up. Like, the number one thing, Kendall, don't complain. Don't complain. Me, I'm talking about myself.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought you were
I
saying,
said,
Kendall, don't
No.
complain.
Stop complaining.
No, the number one piece of advice I can give any guy who is going through pregnancy with a woman is don't complain. Like, the fact that he's complaining, I already have written him off. I'm like, you're just like a baby.
Yeah, this guy needs to suck it up.
He needs to suck it up and get with it. And do it for your child. Like, he alludes to at the end. He's clearly like, I need to, do it for your kid. Try to make this work. Be a big boy and go deal with this and come clean.
Yeah.
If you're
just be
hiding
honest
something
about it.
and that's what you're really worried about, her finding out, and you're like clearing your history or deleting messages, whatever it is, like, you need to figure that shit out, bro.
Mhm.
So you think he left because of guilty conscience?
Yes.
Mm.
I think he's a guilty motherfucker who is just coming to Reddit for some, pat on the back, but he's not ready for this at all.
Also, the one thing that kind of stood out to me as well was where does he say it? He says, like, I've been in counseling.
Yeah.
6 years.
I've been doing individual counseling for 6 years. Maybe I don't know why. Maybe he was getting questioned about that in the comment section or something. I'm not sure, but also that comes off as like he's giving himself like a little bit of a badge of honor.
Yeah.
Like, I've been doing this, and that's why I'm the emotionally stable one because I've been in counseling for 6 years. That's kind of how I read it.
Well,
I don't know if you guys read it.
100%. I think a lot of times people use counseling therapy, like, obviously good, love it. But I think a lot of people also use it as just a badge to be like, oh, I am impenetrable. Do not fucking come at me.
Yeah.
When it's like,
I've been working on myself.
What do you mean?
Yeah. How dare you? Yeah.
But it's like, if you've been going to the same therapist for however long and all they do is tell you you're right, that doesn't count. And I don't know if that's what his therapist is telling him, but it doesn't really sound like he's had to work on much, even though he's been in therapy counseling for so long.
Wait, they're not supposed to tell you that?
Yeah,
I need a new therapist.
Up,
damn it.
But also, like, bro, you've been in this relationship for 4 years. That's enough time to clean up your algorithm. That is enough time to get rid of
It's time to get a new account.
Yeah, dude. I saw a post that was once like, a man's Explore feed should just be cars, hustle quotes, and Scarface screenshots.
That's good.
Amen.
Yeah. Yeah. This whole thing stinks of him not being honest and him worrying about his phone getting searched. Yeah.
So what's our final verdict then?
I think we go, this guy's the asshole.
Agreed. Asshole it is.
Adjourned.
He's done.
He's done. Am I the asshole if I report the couples therapist who married my ex-boyfriend a year after our sessions with her?
Ooh, wow. In 2017, I, a female 25, saw a couples therapist with my then boyfriend, who is a male 36. After 3 sessions with her, I refused to return due to her blatant flirtatious behavior and extremely judgmental attitude toward me, which my ex-boyfriend called me delusional for pointing out. She had told me that I seemed too immature, not ready for therapy or a serious relationship. The whole thing was focused on my ex-boyfriend and his complaints about me. She never asked about my feelings or perspective in the relationship. We broke up about 2 months after the sessions, but I stayed living with my ex-boyfriend until November. Once, after I moved out, I had to return to our old apartment to get mail. This was in December, and that was the first time I saw the therapist with my ex. They happened to be getting ready to go out on his motorcycle, and we were both wearing full-face motorcycle helmets, but I knew from her body type and hair that it was her, along with my instincts, which suspected something was going on the whole time. But nevertheless, I moved on with my life. I just found out yesterday that my ex got married due to a friend telling me about a photo he posted on Facebook. The photo was of him and my ex-therapist celebrating their 1-year wedding anniversary. I found her Facebook with the name change, and sure enough, they got married in September 2018 or earlier. That's just when she posted the wedding photos. This was less than a year after the breakup with my ex and barely over a year after our sessions with her ended. I am considering filing a complaint with the American Counseling Association. My friends and mental health counselors I know say I have enough evidence. I am not upset that my ex moved on, so have I. I thank the universe every day that I'm no longer with that narcissist. However, I feel deeply disturbed to find out he married our therapist, especially remembering all the harmful stuff she said to me in the sessions, which, to be honest, really messed with my head. I fear coming off as a bitter ex. Am I the asshole?
This is a good one.
This
Ooh.
is like the other side of I fell in love with my therapist.
Yeah.
Which I don't really know the full rules. I know it's a big
That's
no-no.
I was going to ask if does this violate?
Like, is that
Ethical, yeah. I think
would
I think it
assume-
does.
I would assume so, right? Yeah.
I do want to say that this guy having a motorcycle, though, is fucking awesome.
That's why he got the chick.
That's why you got the
dude.
chick, bro. Sorry.
She peeped out of her window as he left her office and hopped on his ninja bike. yeah. She's like, oh, nothing hotter than a man on a motorcycle.
Yeah. Yeah, completely unethical on the therapist.
It sounds like this therapist sucks.
Yeah, honest
Straight
to
up.
God,
If she was
yeah.
really like flirting with your ex in front
In
of
the
you,
sessions?
yeah, that's just
dirty, yucky. Yeah. No, there's nothing right about that. I think this one seems pretty clear cut to me. I don't know about you guys, but do we have the
It says, it prohibits therapists dating former patients.
there you go.
This is due to
So
the power
she's-
balance and potential.
so yeah, report her ass.
I could even see some form of manipulation at play here where it's like, yeah, your girlfriend is a totally crazy.
Yeah.
But I can be so much better than her because I know I'm a relationships counselor. So I know all
what you
the
need.
answers. I know what you need, baby. Yeah. I could totally see this is highly unethical. Yeah. Gross.
Can you keep talking like that all the time? That's pretty, that was nice.
Hey, baby.
Read the next story like that.
Yeah.
I think this is pretty clear cut here.
Yeah.
Like,
This is cut and dry.
She's not the asshole, right?
No.
Yeah. Not
No,
the asshole.
that's fucked up. That's not.
I do see where she's coming from, being scared of coming off as the bitter ex.
Absolutely.
But-
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think this is beyond that. I don't,
And I know she forms this in a way so she doesn't seem like a bitter ex. She's like, I've moved on, so is he, et cetera, et cetera. Even if she was a bitter ex, she would still be in the right.
I agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think she should report her because it also lends to if she's so willing to just throw that rule out the window,
Right,
what else
yeah.
is she doing?
Right,
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
and is this the right profession for her that she just instantly threw everything she learned and was taught and all the rules out the window
Right.
for love? And I don't know. I think that's crossing the line. So no, not the asshole.
AITA.
Damn.
Because I don't emotionally support my wife's obsession with Taylor Swift. The rest of this episode will be ASM. No, we're not doing that. My wife is fully obsessed with Taylor Swift. For the last year, that's all she listens to. Every Taylor Swift album on one continuous loop when she's working out or even just walking around the house doing stuff. Spent $2,000 to go see her recently at the Eras Tour. Probably
Support.
Probably spent another $200 on merch. She filmed the show on her phone and will regularly put it on the TV and just watch
Let's
for
go.
hours. Holy hell. We'll also watch the live streams of her performances on TikTok or whatever streaming platform those are on. I'm going to go see the concert movie. I mean, it has been nonstop Taylor Swift in our house for a long time now. She continually refers to the live concert as, quote, the best experience of my life. She says Taylor Swift is a lifestyle.
All right. First,
We're not even going to finish. We're diving right
is
into
Taylor
this.
Swift a lifestyle? Can you make your favorite artist a lifestyle?
I mean, Playboy Cardi fans have.
Yeah.
Playboy Cardi's a lifestyle.
I think if you make any art or artist your lifestyle,
Are you really living?
yeah, I think I can just kind of assume that your personality might be a bit devoid of any.
Whoa.
And this is coming from, I love art. I have a lot of heroes who make art and who make music and who make movies, but I don't consider any of them a lifestyle, right? It's something I'm very passionate about as well, but making it a lifestyle, no, I'm good.
When it consumes all aspects of your life, it's
unhealthy.
Filling a void.
Yeah.
Right? There's something missing, probably. Anyways,
yeah,
just wanted to establish that.
Yeah, and sorry if I offended anyone with that, but that's truly how I feel. Come here,
lifestyle.
My life. All right, continuing on. I personally don't really get it. I have never been obsessed with anything to that point. I love soccer and would love to watch Messi play, but I can't bring myself to spend $900 on a ticket to his upcoming match. It's just too much. I am also really passionate about things my wife has no interest in, but I'm also not looking for her emotional support with those. Those are just things that are important to me and will remain important to me regardless. I've definitely made comments to my wife implying that this whole Taylor Swift thing is getting out of hand. I also was not super stoked that she was spending that much on one ticket to go see one concert, but ultimately it's what she really wanted. And we had the money, so I said yes, and I am happy that she got to go. Recently, she blew up on me about how I don't support her as much as she thinks I should with her Taylor Swift lifestyle. Just almighty. She cites comments I make implying it's a cult. And the only one winning here is Taylor Swift raking in the dough, and maybe it's time to focus on other things. She wants me to stop making comments like that and stop rolling my eyes and be supportive of her and her interests. But from my perspective, it's really taking over her life, and that just can't be healthy to obsess over something like that. People need balance. I also thought one of the benefits of marriage was to have someone tell you this kind of stuff, and it shouldn't be an argument. So, am I the asshole? If so, what can I do about this situation to make things right? Oh, I like that follow-up question there.
Sounds like a good husband.
Yeah, I think he's genuinely trying to get to the bottom of this one.
Looking for an outside perspective.
Right.
Yeah.
I also, just off rip, it sounds like he is actually pretty supportive if he's like, oh, we got the money. You can spend $2,000, go enjoy the show. Like, he is supportive. He just also isn't obsessed.
Yeah, and I mean, he does make the comments. What is this? She cites comments I make implying it's a cult, and the only one winning here is Taylor Swift. So yeah, it's tough because it's kind of like, okay, we're financially supporting this, and he does put up, sounds like she's inundated 24/7 with this. But he does take some shots with the cult comment, and
But do you think they're just like more playful jabs than they are?
A part of me thinks if you're willing to front all the money and put up with it for 98% of the time, and you want to throw a few pot shots in here, maybe, I don't know. It's hard because it means so much to her, and you kind of, I think with your partner, you're not.
I could see how you get frustrated and say something like that.
Right. I don't think it's good to do this, but I could see the frustration because I think with your partner, it does sound maybe a little unhealthy here, but I do know, things that your partner is passionate about. You don't have to be equally as passionate about it, but I think disparaging that, I don't know. This is a hard line to ride because sounds like it's getting into an obsession, which can be unhealthy. So,
yeah, in my mind, I'm thinking like, if it were something else, right? Like if it was anything else, any other type of obsession, how would we feel? Would it be different? Like, let's say
Labubu's.
Yeah, or just shopping for clothes. You know what I mean? Or something more rounded.
Taylor Swift?
For clothes. Taylor Swift's pretty well rounded. Covers all the full gamut there. I mean, it could be like for guys, it could be, say it was him in this situation. Maybe it's video games or a particular video. Maybe he's a World of Warcraft player.
Okay,
obsessed with
He's
World
going
of
to
Warcraft,
conventions and
goes to, BlizzCon, plays all day, watches Twitch streamers on the TV.
Yeah, he's a fucking nerd and he's wrong.
Like, right. Like from her perspective, she'd probably be like, "Oh, damn, this is annoying.
This is insufferable." Yeah.
So it's.
Did he not know that they're married? So did he not know that she was this obsessed going into?
He must have known, and
That's
it's just
what
been
I'm
going on
thinking.
for. Maybe he thought she'd grow out of it, or other things would come along that would take precedence over Taylor Swift, and it just hasn't. It's just something that she loves.
She does say, quote, the live concert was the best experience of my life. And then she says Taylor Swift is a lifestyle. I think those things, that is a pretty drastic thing to say. I don't know if she's just being hyperbolic and just saying like, damn, that was the greatest thing that ever happened.
But if it was like you and her have a conversation and a very intimate conversation where she's like, over your proposal, Taylor Swift was the best experience of my life, then that's where I'd be concerned, I think.
I would feel a bit hurt by that.
I'd be like, oh, so time with me, you'd rather spend time with Taylor Swift, and that's a better experience for you. Because that's the thing, is I don't know where we're at here. Is that where we're at? If that's the case, then absolutely I'm concerned.
Do you think that Taylor Swift, like her watching the movies and watching the live or the concert?
No.
Do you think that's taking time away from their quality time?
That's a good point.
That might be playing into this. If
he's being truthful about the 98% or whatever, then it's possible. Where it's like to the point, and I'm thinking it's to the point where he's going to look for help. That maybe that's where it's at. Is like it's he feels like it's an unhealthy amount of attention going towards this, and he's feeling kind of concerned and lost and like, what do I do here? I don't want to offend her because I love her and she's my wife and it's something that brings her joy. So I don't want to be the fun police over here. I don't want to be the joy killer. But at the same time, maybe it's time for him to find a lifestyle.
I know.
To find his Taylor Swift.
That's a good point, actually. He's like, yeah, kind of like messy, but I don't really get like.
He should get into that.
Yeah, maybe he should. I don't know. I'd like to know what more of his interests are, because perhaps this Taylor Swift thing, like, obviously kind of crazy. No, it's not. But maybe he's just so focused on it because maybe he doesn't know how to spend time without her. That's another.
Maybe she's his Taylor Swift.
Fuck.
Then that's a really
no.
We're in big trouble here.
Yeah. Since Janelle's not here, maybe I need to fill in her spot a little bit and say
be careful.
The Taylor Swift shit is a bit insufferable. And if the comments come rolling through, it'll prove my point that people might come after me over this because it's out of hand.
Imagine listening. Imagine having your wife listening to Taylor Swift 24
all
hours
that
a day.
I think we all here could agree we would all get frustrated if we had no variety.
I think
our
he's
significant
valid.
we would
For
all.
Sure.
I agree. I think it's time to lovingly encourage new interests and hobbies, and maybe get her out of the house a little bit more, see the world, introduce her to some new music. Here's music like Taylor Swift that we can listen to.
Playboy Cardi, like Wheezy.
Because it can. Obsessions aren't always a good thing. It can, lead you down a road that you don't want to end up on. And if it's affecting your relationship, that's the thing, is it's a partnership. When you're married too, it's a partnership.
Yeah.
So as much as she's her own person and she's entitled to her own interests and even obsessions to a certain extent, it's like you still have a responsibility in any relationship, but especially a marriage, to like come together and be able to be honest with them and be like, hey, I think, I love for you that you love Taylor Swift so much, but this is how I'm feeling about it.
There you go.
And maybe if we could just dial it back just like 20%, maybe if like we can play some of my music in the house.
There you go. Yeah.
Compromise.
Because you should.
Listen to Josh right now. He's just spitting straight fire.
Well, it's just like, that's the point of getting together, is like you're supposed to introduce each other to new things and new ideas and new music. And that's like part of the fun, right? Is you get to experience each other's interests. And when you feel like you're on a one-track train every day, I think anybody would get pretty tired of that. I think that's just how we operate as humans.
Right? I think that's a great point. It's probably just like Taylor Swift has sucked all the oxygen out of the room and has left nothing left for any other.
She doesn't have enough music either to.
Yeah, right.
This ain't the Grateful Dead or something where you could just go on
new
for
live
days.
album. Yeah. But I also, I don't know. I think I completely agree with everything you just said.
Speaking of which, would we say the same thing for a Grateful Dead fan?
Right.
Deadhead. that's like all I listen to is the Dead
Oh my
all
God.
day, every day.
Those people suck too, man. And I love the Grateful Dead, but those people are
Everybody
also
else sucks
Yeah.
compared.
You gotta listen to 1972, May 15th. It's the greatest live show. Yeah, no, those people are really annoying as well. And that's coming from someone who's a Grateful Dead fan. Yeah. So yeah. Do I do that, Ian?
No, man. No.
Like you guys have some similar music taste, but also Ian and you have very different musical tastes,
Yeah,
right?
I don't like Young Thug. And
No!
and Ian loves Young Thug. And that's fine. We've talked about it and I'm supportive.
We've
of-
worked
of-
through our
Yeah,
differences.
yeah.
Ian just got Young Thug, the live experience on.
I do have to say the new Young Thug sucks badly. It's really sad, but we don't need to talk about it any further.
But I think we both have a mutual respect for each other's music, even if
Absolutely.
we don't listen to it, you know? And I think, look, Ian and I we're not married. We're just in a domestic partnership right now. We're about to become common law soon, but we can both respect each other's tastes. And I mean, Ian listens to me blasting Meshuggah while I exercise, but I'm not doing it 1,000% of the time and filling up the whole house.
No,
with
I'm
it.
just watching.
Ian's got his headphones on, listening to something completely different. He's
I'm listening
watching
to
me.
our podcast, just us talking.
Yeah, I think this guy just needs to sit her down, take her to go on a date night.
There you go.
Get her out of the house, get her away from Taylor Swift where there's no access to Taylor Swift.
No music on the way there.
No music.
We're listening to an audiobook.
Yeah.
Have you ever listened to Blood Meridian?
Yeah. Here we go. Cormac McCarthy.
No,
I
just
think-
have an honest conversation. Be like,
yeah.
look, I love you, and I love that you love Taylor Swift. I would never tell you to stop listening to Taylor Swift because I know how much it means to you. But for the sake of our relationship and because I want to get closer with you and I want to expand our horizons and continue growing in love together, I'd love to experience some new music with you. Like maybe you need to it sounds like he needs to set up some like concert dates.
Yeah.
Like go listen to
Other
some new music, other concerts outside of Taylor Swift where I mean, $2,000 for a concert, man. You're living like a king at any other concert. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And you could go experience 20 concerts for $2,000 and go experience some new stuff together and find some new interests. Because that's the funnest thing is when you and your partner find an artist that you both love together, and then getting in the car is not this horrible, awful experience anymore. It's
Right.
like, oh, you guys have that playlist you go
We can
to where
jam
you
out.
both are jamming out to it.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the funnest things about, I think about any relationship is whether it's a friend or a significant other is like when you bond over music together and you're like, oh, I love this song. You both are just like vibing to it. And I think once she experiences that with him, she's going to be like,
Eyes are
Taylor
open.
Swift, that's great. I'll listen to that with headphones, but let's jam to Playboy Cardi together in the car.
That would be so chill.
And if she's resistant to that, then we actually have a
Then there's a-
critical
yes.
problem that is deeper than just Taylor
Right.
Swift and the music we
Right.
listen
And it
to.
might be time to seek some counseling on that or
Right,
something,
yeah.
get a third party in there. Maybe she needs to hear it from somebody else.
Yeah.
That like, hey, maybe we're taking this a little too far.
And I like your point about it, like just more effective communication, because when he's making the pot shots at saying,
Right.
this is a cult, she's a billionaire, etc., maybe he's just not communicating effectively what he actually wants to say, which is, I'm really exhausted by this, and we need to maybe find some
I
avenues.
can't hear
out of
love
this."
story ever again.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just time to have a nice conversation with her.
Yeah.
Bring her, make her her best, her favorite meal. Butter her up too.
There you go.
Get her
Have a
everything
playlist
she
in the
wants.
background.
Yeah. Introduce her to instrumental music. There's a lot of great instrumental music out there. You don't always need lyrics.
True.
Just saying.
I love instrumental.
I'm a big fan of instrumental music because I don't remember a single lyric. Just that's a fact.
That's a fact.
Just throw on some like deep cut jazz album.
Just it could be just drones of just vibing out in space.
Oh, yeah. Just ambient metal music.
Yeah, exactly. And you never know. But yeah, not an asshole.
Yeah.
That's the verdict.
But we got some work to do.
Yes, there is definitely some work to do. What do you think? One more? All right.
This one sounds
Am I the
real.
asshole for how I handled this entire situation?
Oh my God.
Oh boy. So my daughter, who's 24, is on antidepressants. She currently lives at home with us. We don't make her pay rent, though she works a 9 to 5 and is saving for a place of her own. She keeps the antidepressants in her bathroom. In the past, I've noticed the lid loose, and she told me that she keeps it that way because it's hard to open, and she just wants easy access to her pills. Since she's typically the only one who uses that bathroom, it's never been an issue. My son, who's 23, and his girlfriend, who's 22, temporarily live with us until their condo is ready. They're staying downstairs in my son's old room. They have a bathroom down there, but it has only a single sink and no counter space. My son's girlfriend has wanted to dye her hair and said she can't really do the process in that bathroom. As my daughter's bathroom has a double sink with plenty of counter space, I told her to do it in there. I didn't think to check with my daughter on this. She was home at the time, but in her room. An hour later, I hear my son sighing and saying that he doesn't know how to tell his sister something because she's going to lose her mind. I asked what happened, and he told me his girlfriend accidentally knocked over his sister's pills and some fell in the contaminated sink that his girlfriend was using for his hair. I said I'd go talk to my daughter, but my son insisted, and I heard him doing it, and admittedly he walked in already on the defense and with a clear attitude saying, "Don't start acting like an ass." But girlfriend's name accidentally knocked her pills in the sink. She's dyeing her hair. My daughter is very upset and stormed into the bathroom, grabbing her remaining pills and storming back out. And my son kept saying it was her own fault for leaving that lid open. She came to talk to me, asking why they were even in her bathroom. I explained, and she got even more pissed, saying they could have used their bathroom or used mine. I said I didn't think this would happen, and she needed to calm down, and she got even more pissed off, called my son an asshole, and went into her room.
Well, it's hard.
We're 20-something?
Yeah, early 20s.
Okay.
Well, it's hard to like.
Daughter is 24, son is 23, his girlfriend's 22.
I tried to convince my son and his girlfriend to apologize because while it was an accident, she should have just asked my daughter to move her stuff before she started. Girlfriend refused. I told my son he should apologize because the way he handled the situation was wrong. He kept saying his sister is a crazy person and she overacts all the time. I pointed out that he often riles her up. Eventually, he cooled down and apologized. His girlfriend never did. My son asked his sister to apologize to his girlfriend, and my daughter said no, she had nothing to be sorry for. And the whole incident made his girlfriend go stay with someone else until the condo is ready. My daughter was able to talk to her psychiatrist and fix the pill situation. My son is insistent that I should talk to my daughter into apologizing. I did talk to my daughter about the situation. She said that she could have handled it a little bit better. She maintained she was stressed and that both her brother and girlfriend should have come to her either first to move the pills or not to come in as hot as her brother did, already treating her like she'd be crazy to be upset. She adds that she never said anything to his girlfriend about the situation, only to him. My daughter also maintains I never should have left them use the bathroom in the first place, and I shouldn't even been asking her to apologize. So have I fucked this whole thing up? Oh my God.
Ooh.
I was saying to Karelly earlier, this is like a shameless ass house. Like,
It's a
just fucking,
shameless house,
what
yeah.
the hell is going on?
Oh, man. You know,
The daughter is Ian, obviously, right?
Bro, please.
So what are they squabbling about? It sounds like just siblings squabbling over like decades long feud between personal space and don't use my shit without my permission.
and they shouldn't be living together. Yeah. I also think, he came in hot. Don't start acting like an ass, but, to start the conversation that way, it's like, it's just going to get worse from here.
I do think the brother was kind of antagonizing her.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. He's probably like, here we go again.
Before it even happens, I know, he just starts at it.
Don't act crazy, but
It seems to me like the dad should have seen this coming.
Well, if this is shameless, then the dad's passed out drunk.
Bro, yeah.
Wait, this is from the dad's perspective, right?
Well, do we know if this is...
Wait, who is this from?
From the parent's perspective, it doesn't say.
Oh, we don't know
If
which
it's a
parent?
mom
Just
or
the
dad.
parent, yeah.
Okay. It seems like the parents should have saw this coming.
Yeah.
Well, the parent did tell the girlfriend that she could use the daughter's bathroom.
Right.
Right.
But
So
if
it is on the, it was on the parent
parent.
of like, they didn't communicate with the daughter saying, hey, like, girlfriend's gonna come use your bathroom. Just make sure that all your shit's moved or
yeah, why don't you just
whatever.
ask her first?
But also, they're all adults, and the girlfriend should have moved the pills or like told the daughter, hey, I'm going to use your bathroom, move your pills or whatever.
Yeah.
But also, it's kind of stupid for the 24-year-old daughter to have her pills with the open lid.
Yeah, I'm just everybody fucking relax.
Calm down.
Let's relax. Let's chill out. Why do you need to dye your hair? That's ridiculous.
you don't need to do that right now.
Yeah, do it tomorrow. I don't know.
This does feel like everyone's really immature here. It's just,
Yeah.
they don't know how to handle their own emotions. And it's like knocking over a pill bottle and losing some pills. And like, it was solved in the end. And then she was even saying like, I did overreact. But yeah, it also feels like a lack of communication. Like the mom could have been like, hey, is it okay if they use your bathroom? Or if they could have done it, or she could have waited. Yeah, why do you need to dye your hair immediately right now?
And they're it sounds like the boyfriend or the son and the girlfriend are moving into their own place. So wait till you get into your own place.
Yeah, makes no sense.
I do, it's that old thing, like you go to your parents' house and suddenly like, you're just throwing shit around. You're just fucking, like, you just lose all sense of being an adult and you just expect people to take care of you, which is bad.
Yeah.
That's a bad thing.
But I will say, living at my parents' in my 20s and my siblings were both there too. Yeah, I'm like, am I fucking 16 again, man? And you like start kind of getting at each other like you used to when you were 12.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this isn't healthy at all. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like this could have been avoided. The parents, I'm just like, call down, ask your daughter real quick. Be like, hey,
is it cool?
Joey's girlfriend, Christine, wants to come dye her hair in your bathroom. Is that okay? Yeah, no problem. Let me move my shit real quick.
Boom.
This never would have happened.
Yeah,
it's just like, this is
that's
so simple and basic. I'm like, why?
Why is it an issue?
I'm like, why are we even needing help with this at all? Like this,
Yeah.
like as a parent, this is an easy situation. And it sounds like your kids are a little immature at 20 some years old to be fighting like this over something so dumb.
Yeah, and the parent also going, so have I been fucking this whole thing? Like it's this hyper dramatic thing. I think maybe the parent is even a bit immature or like, I don't know, just can't handle things.
Yeah, this is a big enough deal that you needed to write in for advice. I'm questioning, definitely. Yeah,
I don't even know.
I don't even know if you say like asshole for this. You're not really an asshole. You're just not really anything. Everybody's dramatic and needs to calm down.
Just relax.
Just relax.
Just take a deep breath and count to 4, and you'll be okay.
Yeah.
The pills can be replaced. You can dye your hair tomorrow.
How about this? Shave your head. Be brave. Fucking
Be brave.
Wear a hat.
Yeah.
There you go. Buy a wig.
Dude.
Prime shipping.
Screw the pill bottle on harder.
Get a pill organizer.
There you go. Yeah.
Everybody can learn something from this situation. You can store your medication properly. You can dye your hair at an outside place. You can do a million things. Parents, you can talk to your kids before telling a stranger to go do something in your own house. There's a lot of lessons here learned here.
A lot of easy answers.
A lot of easy.
Really.
They're all right in front of them.
Yeah.
They resorted to emotions.
Yeah.
Probably from years of past incidents. But yeah, this is a bit much for 20-year-olds to be acting this way.
Yeah, everyone needs to take a deep breath.
Everybody needs to take a deep breath. Calm down. That's the verdict on that one. But, well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully you've been entertained and you've laughed a few times or cried, depending on how you feel.
I cried a few
It's okay
times.
to do either. It's okay to cry. It's okay to laugh. And it's okay to listen to Taylor Swift in little bite size.
In appropriate amounts.
But don't be afraid to hit shuffle on Spotify and get introduced to some new artists, because variety is a spice of life. I think that's the lesson we can take away today. It really is. You need variety. I like that. I like that person said you need balance.
Amen.
You need balance. So be balanced. Switch up the playlist, and don't fight with your sister. Don't spill her pills. Okay, just shave your head, like Ian said.
Dude,
It'll all be okay. But we appreciate you.
Speaking of variety, this was nice.
Yeah, no, it's
a lot of fun.
It's a fun. It's just this show is so laid back and relaxed, and it's just.
Thank you guys for joining us. This has been really fun.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks
Thank you
for
for
having
having
us.
us.
Yeah, you've been cornered by boys. How's it been?
It's been a good experience. I honestly did take away some very valuable things that you guys said.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Mainly on like the phone checking things.
Are you a phone checker?
Unfortunately,
That's okay. Respect.
I do have a really anxious attachment style. I'm a little bit of both, and I think you guys gave me a really valuable perspective on that. Trust more. Trust, and there's nothing there, then just give us some trust.
It's hard to do sometimes, though,
It
because
is.
anxiety, it'll just manifest and your imagination starts running wild. And
But no, seriously, hearing you guys say that really, kind of it helped me out a little bit. So, wow, I didn't expect that.
there we go.
I
We had
learned
a
something.
breakthrough.
We
today.
had a break. I'm telling my therapist.
This was really planned for Karelly.
Yeah.
The male perspective.
Well, thank you. Hopefully we did Kendall Janelle proud, because I know they'll watch this back, and hopefully we made you laugh and made you guys proud. At the end of the day, that's all we're here to do, is to do right by you two. But they will be back next week, so don't you fear. You want to see our ugly faces again, probably for a long, long time.
Unless you go to Lights Out.
Unless you want to go, unless you're a Sesh listener who doesn't happen to listen to Lights Out. If you like to feel a little anxiety and
dread.
Come join us. Join us sometime. But that's going to be it for the sesh today.
Until the next sesh.
Until the next sesh.
Keep it fresh.
Keep it fresh. See you guys.
See ya.